So today I'm gonna make 3 different meals to put in the freezer. And to start with, I made, like kind of before I started the video, I made this little batter. It has, you can see in here, it's pretty thick, see that? So what this is it's about a half of a cup of cottage cheese, about 2 to 3 tablespoons, probably about 3 tablespoons of almond flour, about a tablespoon of baking powder, and a little paprika, a little of this, I use this all the time, this buttery steak stuff. And then I did a little bit of garlic salt in here. And then that's just gonna go in the bottom of a pan here. It's got parchment paper in it. And I'm gonna bake that because this is gonna be the base, kind of like a crust, if you will, of my hamburger bake. So you know what? I'm gonna put some mozzarella cheese in it too. So everything I make, so this is about a half of a cup of mozzarella cheese. Everything I make, hi sister. I got a little girl, little dog down here. She's so sweet. My little fancy pants. Everything I make is gluten-free, extremely low carb, and super high protein. And so there are 2 eggs in here as well. So we've got 2 eggs, all the seasonings I said, plus all the other stuff. And I'm just gonna pour it in the bottom of here. And the reason I have to make everything so high protein and low carb, oh, and absolutely no sugar, is because my husband eats like that. He eats, and there's no like plan to it, so don't ask me. It's not like there's no plan, like he's not keto or whatever you want to call it. He's just super strict on a made-up plan that he came up with. Let me get a towel. So he's like no sugar, no white flour, no wheat flour, I should say, like no kind of flour, no sodas. So basically gluten-free, sugar-free, carb-free, high protein. Mr. Workout, yep, he's one of those guys. We hike a lot actually, but he's in great shape, so no complaints here. I have no problemo coming up with something fun to make that he can enjoy and fits that his lifestyle. Okay, so I'm going to show in a second, but basically I'm just taking that mixture and I'm just spreading it at the bottom of this pan on the parchment paper. So this is the mixture that I was just showing you that's going to be the kind of the crust of the hamburger bake. So you can see that there's quite a bit of cottage cheese. Like I didn't blend the cottage cheese on purpose. And then you'll see the mozzarella in there too. Again, eggs and then just some seasoning and some baking powder. And the reason I don't do that actually is because I want it to, I think the cottage cheese kind of gives it this, I should put it in the bottom rack because I want it to cook a little bit more in the bottom. I think the cottage cheese tends to, I don't know, when it stays like that, gives it some error or something. I don't know. Anyway, 350, I'll watch it, probably about 10 minutes. Okay, so in the meantime, or earlier, I did, this is 3 pounds of hamburger meat, ground beef. This is 3 pounds of turkey meat. It doesn't have to be completely cooked, although this probably is completely cooked. The reason I brown it is because I want to get the fat out of it. So you can see turkey meat is very little fat. Even when it says 80-20 or whatever, it has very little fat, so I'm not worried about that. But this did have a lot of fat because this was an 80-20 split, meaning 20% fat. And again, I didn't cook it all the way. You can kind of see some pieces are pink, see? Because it's going to bake, but I want to get all the fat out of here. See that? Like I want to drain it as much as I can. It's easier, in my opinion, to trim the fat off of chicken when it's frozen. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to cut it frozen. Okay. Let's cut the chicken up. This is a little bit more frozen than I was expecting. So just so you know, because I'm working with chicken, and so chicken, I'm going to use this cutting board, but it's not going to be used for the veggies at this point because it's got chicken on it. You can also put like a saran wrap down, or you know, like a plastic wrap, or let me get rid of this. Yeah, so you can get like put a paper, you know, plastic wrap down or something. I do use a towel, but obviously I wash that towel right when we're done. So chicken does kind of freak me out because of the whole like nasty chicken thing. So I won't touch any of the seasoning bottles. Now, I don't really care about the vegetables because they're all getting cooked. Oh crap. So this is like really frozen. It's a little bit more frozen than I would need it to be, which is kind of a bummer because I really took it out early this morning. But I'm in Durango, as you know, and it was like 28 degrees here this morning. So it didn't. I think it's right now it's 52 degrees outside, so it's not too bad. Oh my gosh. Ugh, it's such a pain when this stuff is like frozen. Okay, hang on. Let's see if I can't. If I can't get it to like just break off even a little bit, then I'll put it in the microwave and defrost it a little bit. But I was kind of hoping to just like put it in the slow cooker frozen so I wouldn't have to deal with it. But like, you know, do other steps. I'm using a knife if you're trying to figure. Oh, you can see. Okay. Oh man, come on. Well, I don't care if I cut it up because it's gonna get cut up anyway. I just want to get that nasty, like that nasty fat stuff off. That's all I want. I just want to get that off. It's just easier to cut it off when it's, you know, frozen. Okay, well, you're gonna go in there. So I think what I'm going to do is I tend to, like, I had stuff in the fridge. Like if I have, oh, sweet. So this is kind of breaking off pretty good. If I had, like in the fridge, if I had like some leftover tomato sauce from something else I cooked. So I'm going to use that. Not in this though. This is going to get ranch dressing. Ew, see this nasty fat stuff on chicken is just grosses me out. I mean, don't get me wrong, I eat chicken, I like chicken, but it is kind of nasty stuff. This is organic chicken. I found it on sale. I mean, I'd like to say I'm a solid organic person, but I'm kind of not, although I think we should be. But sometimes the organic stuff is just kind of expensive, you know? So I do try to look for like what's the best product that's on sale. That looks like fat in there. Look how, isn't it crazy how easy it is to cut chicken when it's frozen? I think that's kind of cool actually. This is gonna turn into a really long ass video if I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this up like, and then come back. So I did cut up the chicken. Note to self, it's a lot colder here, and so it took, it was just a lot more to thaw out, and I didn't realize that, so it took a while. But the chicken is all cut up now, and I'll just show you. It's in here frozen, cut up. All right, so the chicken's gonna get the. Actually, I think we'll use the big one. The chicken's gonna get the green beans, peppers, spinach, and ranch. These are those sweet mini sweet peppers. Cut them like this. I cut it in half, and then I cut them like that. Can you see that? That's about how they're like cut like this. This is good. Throw it in there. Actually, sometimes it turns out pretty good. Sometimes it's pretty bad. All right, so that's gonna get a package of frozen green beans, nothing fancy. Pour that in. So I did some peppers, and now I'm gonna do the ranch. So pour ranch dressing on it. Can you see all that? Peppers, green beans, chicken, ranch. Spinach will go on later. I wonder if I should put mushrooms in. Yeah, I'm gonna put the mushrooms in this one. I'm gonna save a few for the turkey. I should have cut them up. Crap, I should have cut them up. I don't care. I'm not gonna cut them up. I love this stuff. I'm gonna put this in it too. This is that buttery. I'm gonna put some paprika. Don't ask me why. I just think paprika looks cool. It's just plain paprika too, it's not smoked. Garlic salt, no, I don't need it because I have ranch in there. Let's just turn it on. See the bag? Those are very cool. Oh, I forgot one thing, hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna put these in. Sausage is good in, I think sausage is good in chicken. It gives it like a cool flavor, in my opinion. See how it's cut kind of pretty thick? Let's cut the zucchini. Let's cut it up. So I cut zucchini in half and slice it down. Stuff. Just use the shell. Duh. There we go. We don't need all this inside stuff. I don't know, it may not even have any nutritional fact. So there we go. So now I'm using more of like just the outer, like I pulled the guts out of the zucchini. I've really made that small, right? Those are pretty tiny. So we did that right away. And then show on the road. Let's do quick. I'm tired of not doing quick. Fancy, what is it? The little girl dog is. What's up? What's up, puppy girl? What's going on? Come here. What's up? What'd you see? Is there a deer? See a fuzzy? Cash, did you see a fuzzy? Okay, now we're just gonna cut up the tomatoes really quickly. And this is the, before I do that though, this is the bottom. Remember, this is the cottage cheese and almond flour bake. I don't want to put the vegetables right on this. They can go on top of the meat. Ow, shit, that hurt. I swear I do stupid things like that. Like, don't touch the outside of the slow cooker. Duh. All right, so let's put, oh, I forgot I have fresh spinach too. Fresh spinach. I'm gonna put that in. That's gonna go in, not the can. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just going to put the turkey meat in here. Let's just get one thing going. And then we'll put the, yeah, let's just do that. And then I'll do the burger one. I just wanna get one done. Some tomato on top of that. You know, I might just, oh well. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut the skin. I'm gonna show you something. It's kind of cool. So this is a Roma tomato. And so all I'm doing is cutting, or literally cut the inside out. Cut it out. I don't want it, because I don't want it in the, it's too much water on the, in the meals. I don't want that. I'm putting sauces in them, so I don't need it. Flour and tomato sauce or cream sauce? Should the bake get the cream sauce? Yes. This should get the tomato sauce. Okay. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Because I didn't season the meat. I'll tell you, that's one thing I don't do. I don't season the meat when I'm cooking it, because it's just going to run out in that oil. So I'll season on top there. And then I'll season the sauce and the veggies. I usually do that with the veggies, and I freaking forgot. So it's gonna go on top. Almond flour, just like, seriously, like a tablespoon. Don't put a whole lot in there. 2 tablespoons. Use your hand. 2 tablespoons. Let's throw some eggs in. 2 eggs. Where's my spatula? Where's the spatula? Hang on. Spatula. Yeah, I love these bowls. I got them at Walmart. It came 2 sizes plus a colander. It's got a little lip on it. I like it. Oh, I need this. Hang on. I'm going to mix other stuff in. Okay. Let's mix this up. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm mixing it up because I forgot to put the seasoning on the freaking vegetables, so I've got to mix it up. Sucker in the oven. It's going to bake at 350 for about, let's start with the beef. It's going to bake at 350 for about, what do you think? Like 350 for like probably 25 minutes. That sounds about right. Okay, now let's do this the smart way. I got a bowl. Let's put all the veggies in. Now we're going to season the meat and the veggies and everything, because I did not season the meat because, like I said, it's so much grease in there. So what does it matter, right? Okay, so here's the mixture. It looks really good. It really does. It's got the tomatoes and the mozzarella cheese, tomatoes chopped without the guts. Like I took the guts, just the skin, kind of chunky cut. Diced green and yellow squash. Got a cup of cheese because I want the rest of this for the other thing, for the turkey bake. Actually, I'm taking some of it back. So we'll do like half a cup of cheese in there. Okay, cream sauce. The whole jar in, who cares? All right, that's enough. I cut all the guts out of the tomatoes. They're gonna go in there. They're gonna go in there. It's all going in there. Okay, and we're gonna mix it all up. We have zucchini and yellow squash without the guts. I'm putting the buttery seasoning in for this buttery steak. A little bit of that. A little garlic salt. A little garlic salt on that. Of course, the crust is made with garlic salt and a little paprika. So the mixture, it's great. It's really great. I love it. I'm happy. It's just Alfredo sauce, a jar of Alfredo sauce, chunky cut tomatoes, guts out, yellow zucchini squash, guts out of both. Those are diced. Mozzarella cheese, about a cup, maybe a little bit less. And all the seasonings, like just whatever seasoning you want. Okay, okay, you're just literally gonna take I put the meat in here. This is the ground beef is mixed in with the veggies and everything, and just pour it right on top. Can't think of anything else. So let's bake them. 350, 20-25 minutes. All right, so this is the turkey meat one. This is the one that's gonna get, it didn't have any cheese mixed in it yet, so now I'm gonna put the mozzarella cheese. This is a skim milk one. And the time that the meals are still cooking. So they're still cooking. It's so quick and easy. You can see here, this is the beef one that's got the mixture. You know, it's got the egg and the cheese and all that mixture. It's gonna be more of like I'll cut it like a meatloaf kind of, like a ground meat, I don't know. And then the one with the cheese is on the bottom. The reason I have this on top is because, remember, it's got that almond crust on the bottom and I don't want any more of it burning. But I'm the parchment's paper. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I like it. Came out good. This is the beef one. Oh, nice. Ooh, look at the big pieces of chicken. All right. Nice.